and I'm glad you brought up therapy. And this is multiple times it's been brought up because that's also another stigma. But therapy is okay. Therapy
Hoo-wee.
is fine. It is
Hoo-wee.
okay to go to therapy.
I
Nothing's
love
wrong with you.
some
You are
I
basically
love
just
some
working through
therapy.
your issues. Nothing is wrong with
Love
therapy.
some therapy. Therapy is so tasty. But no, seriously.
It keeps you out of jail.
Oh, therapy in the gun range. Keep you out of jail. Putting rounds down the range. Man. But no, therapy, I will tell anybody who is going through it. Listen, I can talk to you. I can be a sounding board. I can tell you my experiences, but I am not qualified or equipped to tell you how to navigate through this. Get you a therapist. Get you a therapist. And I will say this. I grew up in church, and to some people, church is the answer. I'm not going to discredit that, but I am also going to say you need somebody who is actually trained and certified and qualified to be empathetic yet detached from your situation so they can see you from an objective viewpoint to help you navigate whatever it is you're going through. Go to therapy. Most jobs now
Or
offer
talk
what they
to us.
call.
We'll talk to you.
We'll talk
We'll
to you.
for damn sure talk to you.
I'm going to direct you to therapy though. So, but even most jobs now, if you are
It's
unsure,
included.
check with your HR department. Most jobs offer
My
what's known
job
as an
provided.
emergency action plan. They give
Yeah.
you so many free therapy visits a year. Like, there is no need for us as a people, especially black men, to be suffering in silence and to just be killing ourselves, whether it's slowly or through suicide. There is no need for us to be dealing with the things we are when the outlets and the avenues are there. And when you have niggas like us, who's gonna point you in the right direction, or we just gonna talk to you? Like,
Yeah.
real talk. I'm so glad. And don't get me wrong. And I want you to understand something. Low skin to attest to this. Dell, I don't think you've ever met my family. We got to fix that at some point. But I come from an absolutely loving family.
Yo, Dell, let me tell you something. Quick story.
And, I,
Quick story.
and I'm going to
Sorry, bro.
circle. I'm going to circle back to that, Dalen. Go ahead, Los.
Sorry, real quick, real quick, real quick. Let me tell you how much I love this man family. Like it's ridiculous. I actually genuinely to my core felt bad for years as an adult for something stupid that I said as a teenager. Son, again, I told you I never had a filter. When I say I didn't have a filter,
At all.
little secret. Um, I hate to use the word, but I really can't find any other way to say it. I was, and not
An asshole.
sexually. No, 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 no,
A
no,
dick.
no, 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 no. I was basically abused as a kid, and I don't mean sexually. Like nobody touched me, none of that stupid shit like that. I mean physically. I had an aunt that used to fuck me up for no reason, like legitly beat my ass on some neck shit. And
Did I just catch you having fun, nigga?
my man, my man,
What is that?
I'm not even
Is that
joking.
fun?
Yeah, nigga, did you just laugh too loud? My man, do you know how fucking crazy it is for a kid to be asked, do you want seconds? And then when they say yeah, the person say, you so fucking greedy. Why you always want something to eat?
Could
Like,
you ask me and I'm hungry?
nigga. This is what I'm saying. Like this, it goes beyond being sent in the backyard to get your own switch to be beat with. It goes beyond getting beat with an extension cord. It goes beyond getting beat in the bathtub while you're literally in the bath. You're literally in the bath.
That sucks.
It
That sucks
goes
a lot.
beyond that.
He
My
has a
man,
story.
she used me as
No, no,
target
no,
practice
no.
one day, bro. Like
Nigga,
dead ass.
my
You
mom
ever have to
dipped the belt in the tub. I was in
nigga,
the shower. She dipped the belt so it can get nice and wet. Oh, I know what that feel like.
you ever got beat and washed at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then told,
exactly.
hold up, and then told to get back in there and soak to let the whelps go down, so you can go to
My
school the
nigga.
next day.
Oh, really? Oh, they gave a fuck about how you looked afterwards?
Did nobody want
Oh,
Dyfus coming?
wasn't no fucks given
Now,
for me. But hold on real quick. I say all that to say, when I say I have no filter, when she passed, I went up there, the pastor asked you, do you have anything you want to say about the departed? And I watched my family go up there and say what they had to say about her. But when it was my turn to go up there and say something, I volunteered to go up there and say I have nothing good to say about her. I have not one good memory of this woman. And I was a fucking kid. I was like 10.
Mills went up there like Young Dro. Fuck that bitch.
Yo, like
Los,
I was
Los,
not,
Los
I
was
was
Huey.
not, I
What you
was
doing down
Huey.
here telling these niggas the truth?
I was not in a good place. Like, and again, not having somewhere to actually let out how I felt, how I really feel, not just reacting, like Dalen said, off of emotions. It's
Mm-hmm.
different. And not having a filter, being in one of my emotional states when I was just fucked up in the head, I went to Dalen House for Thanksgiving. And they always ask you, what do you have to be thankful for?
Mm-hmm.
Right? When they asked me, I said nothing. In front of Dalen whole family, mother, father, sister, aunts, uncles, like everybody was there. And everybody just stopped and looked at me. And I think it was his mom. She was like, really, Carlos, you don't have anything to be thankful about, not even your mother. And I guess me either being rebellious, stubborn, or wanting to stand on business, I said no. Stone faced, just no.
Mm-hmm.
When I grew up, I felt so shitty for years because mostly I devalue my mom. My mom has done the absolute best that she could. She has done the most that she has ever could. There's so many stories that I have about the struggle that we went through, and she did her damnedest to try to keep me from seeing it. She didn't care what she had to go through. She didn't care what she had to do. She just didn't want her son to know that life was as hard as it is. And with me doing that at Dalen House, I felt so fucked up because I devalued her. I made it seem like I don't appreciate my mom, and I value the ground that woman walk on. I disrespected Dalen parents' home. I showed my ass basically in front of these people when I basically acting like I had no home training. I was raised way better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like dead ass, like real shit.
But
I was
you was carrying something and it came out.
exactly.
Did
And
they understand that part is the question.
no, because I didn't let it be known that I was carrying something. And that goes back to how we were. We were teenagers, so you don't put out there that you're really dealing with something. You just
Right.
deal with it.
Teenagers. Fuck you, man.
No, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just deal with this shit. So I felt bad. And it came to a point where I was out there one year and I had to apologize to them. Like I can't live my life knowing that I did that to them because they
And what
have
did they
been
say to
so
you?
good.
What
They
did they
told
say
me
to
it
you
was
after that?
okay. They told me they wasn't mad at me for it at all. Like it's when you have people like that, you gotta value them. And I feel the same way about Mark mom and dad. Like
Yep.
them two, like I tell you, like I said, I grew up without a pops, but I have to say God blessed me because I was able to meet people that could be family to me. I was able to meet brothers. I was able to foster a relationship with their parents. So I was able to essentially get two dads again, able to get two dads. Like I had two men that I could bounce things off of, or I could go to and be vulnerable with, or I could ask to be taught something, even though I wasn't really receptive to what they were saying all the time because I'm rebellious. And then at the same token, you can't tell me nothing, nigga. I've been doing this myself. But no matter how many times I did that, when I needed them, they was there. So it's something that we need to do. Like you touched on with the village and shit like that. It's so serious. It's so important. And we're so, I don't know, I guess headstrong nowadays or stubborn that we act like we can't listen to nobody, that nobody can quote unquote chastise us without them being disrespectful. It's a fucked up situation, but hopefully
It's
we can get better. You know,
It's like we
It's
as a
just
people. Go ahead, Dale. I'm sorry. You did have
well,
something
no, I
to
was about to say just going back on that, like, yeah, I got all these stories of these as whoopings I got, and some of them I earned. That was just me being me. I'm gonna get my ass whooped anyway.
some.
Might as well make it worth it.
You
But
hear that, bro? He said some.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking to
He
the
said
Batman henchman.
some.
I'm not talking to the Joker's henchman.
You never start with the head. The victim gets all woozy afterwards.
but
I'm feeling woozy, man. And he's broken.
I got you, nigga. Guns up, bitch.
But-
Told you I was getting
but-
my title back, knuckle.
but looking at it as an adult, after things I've learned, things I've remembered and looked at, my parents was in their 30s. What exactly did they know?
They know it themselves, right? I follow.
The relationship that I have with my mom now is not the relationship that I had as a child. Yes, I wish I had that, but my mom had to get to this point.
Right.
Mhm.
They were raising boys until my sister came along. So she did what she felt she needed to do to make sure that we were productive members of society and that we actually wasn't cutting up in the house too. I get it.
not fucking fall.
Did you niggas just now?
Yep.
What?
The fuck was that? Bro, you heard that.
I heard it.
Heard what?
Nigga, I can't see what the fuck that was. I have no idea what just fell. I don't know
Somebody-
what's going on right now. I will
Somebody in the room with you?
Y'all niggas on red. It would just be
Blink.
an empty space down here.
Blink twice if you're in danger. Oh god. Oh.
I did that. Don't know what fell though, but that's funny.
But as we are coming on time to wrap up, I want to challenge y'all to do something. I don't know if you guys do it already. This is for the audience. This is especially for you two. Something that we definitely don't do because you might get called spicy or sassy or I want y'all to find a form of self-care. Something that is
Not masturbation.
How did we go there?
Because
Correct.
you're friends with somebody who don't have a filter.
correct. Keep your
Oh,
dicks out your
shit.
hands. That's not what we're talking. That is a form of self-care, but that's not what we're talking about. I mean, legitimate. Put yourself into a space where, Los, you as a father, Del, you kind of. It's a little bit easier for you because you're just there.
Yeah.
But especially you, bro, because I know you work your ass off. You're very present and active with everybody in your life. You need to, and I want you to take one day, whether it's out of the week, 2 days out the month, whatever, but take a day to just go do you. Go find something that you enjoy doing, whether it's get everybody out the house. I want to play video games and smoke all day. Or whether it's, you know what? Everybody leave me alone. I'm going to go get high and just find new foods because I'm a foodie. Whatever it is, find a day of absolute self-care where you yourself can literally just recharge and rejuvenate and just decompress.
You know what's crazy? You said that. That's actually something I've been thinking about doing that I want to do, and I want to go for a drive. Like I love my car. I just legitly just want to get on the road and go somewhere. Like nowhere in particular. You know what I'm saying?
Take a day trip.
Just go. But gotta find a way to make that possible with your nephew.
That's why I said listen, your mama would understand, Rose would understand, be like, hey, I just need a self-care day. Nobody's asking, you're not leaving your life. It's just a day where you can just get, even if it's a few hours, just I need this time to decompress, to recenter, and to just get myself together.
Remember, remember how y'all the Halloween idea, the whole flying, flying the ghost on the drone and whatnot.
Mhm.
I did break my drone back out, but it actually reintroduced my love back into drones. Like I have a drone that my mom gave me, and then I have that one that I took out. Anyway, um, basically, it was therapeutic. It was nice. I haven't done it in forever. So,
Actually, and again, honestly, I would like to make a trip out because I told you my job do some shiesty shit, right? The niggas is
Mhm.
funny. So peep this down. I don't know if you remember, but with my job, right?
mhm.
I'm technically, for lack of better words, temp, even though I'm not. Like nothing that I do, the work that I put in, the day shift that I have, the hours I work, nothing about my job says I'm temp outside of this bullshit title they gave me, right?
Mhm.
So at my job, if you work 365 days straight, and of course, you get your holidays and weekends. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you work 365 days straight, they have to take that temporary title off of you and make you regular, right? So peep
Mhm.
how they get around that shit. The 360th day, they furlough your ass for 5 days. So for 5
And why was I
days,
and why was I thinking furlough?
because you're a smart man, that's why. So in 5 days, you just kick rocks, nigga. Go have fun. Do what you want to do. Be back
You
that
got
6th day, and let's start
you
this
got a
count
you
from
got a
1
week
again.
off, yay!
To start the count from 1 again when I come back. That's funny.
You raggedy bitch.
Word, we insert meme here. My man with the black leather on.
You raggedy. Don't that shit on me.
Yo, can we talk about how
Hey,
disrespectful that movie was real quick? Like them
you
bitches was
think you can do this
violating
to
them niggas.
me? I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers.
That was my shit. That was my shit. But when that Whitney Houston was in her head, Roof. Oh, bitch, you trying to violate a nigga dick game now? Oh, you hoes is
Nah, my man
ruthless.
said girl. My man said girl.
Girl,
Girl.
girl. Like, it was so disrespectful.
Yo, no, real talk. Real talk. That is another topic we're going to have very soon. We're going to talk about the double standards of body shaming. Who we dig it hard.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, yeah. But
What you got for us closing, Dalen? What you got?
I just want to say, I appreciate this episode. This was a dope episode, and again, we're gonna do this again. Maybe not as heavy, maybe as heavy, maybe heavier. Maybe we touch on some other things, but I want y'all to, if you're seeing this, if you're hearing this, take care of yourselves. Take the time to focus on your mental health because you're no good to yourself. You're no good to anybody if you just can't function at maximum output. And you cannot do that if your mental health ain't right. If you got kids, loved ones, anybody depending on you, even if you're dependent on yourself, take the time to recharge, to rejuvenate, and to just let everything go for a day. Because guess what? The world's still going to be there when that 24 hours is up. You ain't got to fight every battle all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So love yourselves. Take care of yourselves.
Cool. So, real quick, I just want to put out there.
Dick titties.
What would that even look? Oh, dick titties. That's right. Clackers. I was about to say, what would that even look like for a second? But then I had to remember. I had to remember. Oh yeah, clackers. That's right.
Stop.
That's right.
Just boom.
That's right.
Brick wall.
That's right. I want to make sure that I put out there. I love my family. Spite what we go through, spite the bullshit, spite how I might feel personally about our relationships or lack thereof. I love my family. I wish things was different. I wish things was better. But I'm saying that to say, I want people to accept who are around them for who they are. You do not get to take offense because if you said it, it would be offensive. Because if I say it, it's not. Meaning, I get how people take things is what they go off of, but let's call a spade a spade. If it's just the truth, there should be no issues. And if there is, that goes back to what I was saying. We should be able to talk about it and address it. There's literally never been somebody who I wanted to disrespect, then they didn't know it.
Facts.
There's
You gonna
never
feel
been
the
that moment.
disrespect.
I have always been a very straightforward, honest person. I don't believe in beating around the bush because that's wasting time.
I'm trying to get in it. Wait, what?
Or dead ass. If I say something to you, or if something is put out there, instead of beating around the bush about it, just address it, and then you could use that time to resolve it instead of having animosity or issue about it. I want people out there to understand you can either be critiqued or have somebody offer constructive criticism and it not be disrespectful.
There's that word.
Again, if you honestly stop and think about it, the only time really somebody says something to you and they're critiquing you is because they actually give a fuck about you. When people don't give a fuck about you, they don't give a fuck what you do. They will just sit back and let you do whatever the fuck you do. And however it works out for you, that's your problem. So take
Fuck
the
around and find
time out. Take the time out and accept the fact and appreciate the fact that you have people in your life that love you enough that they want you to be or do better. Not to say that you're doing bad, not to say that you're a bad person, not to say that you are incapable of doing something, but just to say that I care enough about you that I cannot keep my mouth closed because then I'll be doing you an injustice. And
that
that
kind of,
statement,
I was gonna say, bro, that goes back to when somebody says something to you, perception
mhm,
versus reality.
facts. And that wasn't something towards anybody in particular. It wasn't even towards my family in general. I legitimately just wanted to say I love my family. I don't want y'all to be tripping off of shit that I say. And if you do
You having a
feel
Bernie Mac moment. I'm sorry, white people. I don't mean this.
yeah, I told you we've been talking on the low. I told
Please,
y'all I be feeling
please,
that way
please don't
sometimes. Like
cancel me.
y'all ain't gotta worry about that. I don't be on the internet enough to be canceled.
Don't talk
I
about
don't
Bernie
give a
Mac.
fuck about that. I know. I'm just saying in general.
Please don't
Like,
cancel me, white people. I don't mean it.
but
I'll be
people
good, white people. I'll be good.
just accept each other, man. Don't put your burdens on them, or don't let a misunderstanding ruin something good. You know, it's life is too short for that shit.
Facts.
Like basically, the ones that care for you, keep them close. If you got people that are bad for you, I hope that you do find the strength to let them go or put them in a place where you're not jeopardizing your self health or your mental health. Um, shit. Like I said, I just like Lo said, I love my family.
It's
Love
my
my
mental
family.
health.
Nothing wrong with that either. But you know, I keep my loved ones close at this point, and people that I know that ain't good, they have no access to me. It
Facts.
just is what it is. You
We're
just
good.
want to
Hug
make
the
sure.
screen. Hug the screen. Hug the screen.
I love you guys.
There you go. You know what
But
though? Before we go, I really have to say something.
mhm.
One more thing. I've said this to people before, and I don't know if I'm saying it wrong because of my lack of a filter, or these niggas is not understanding what I'm saying, so I need to say it differently. So I'm gonna pose it to you two. Okay. If somebody said to you, I have no ill will towards you, I wish you the best, I just don't care what happens to you.
I said I'm of that same mindset.
Okay, so I'm not tripping, or I didn't
Here.
say it wrong.
I will give you a better way to say it so there's no more misunderstandings. Simply say God bless and Godspeed. I'm so serious. That covers I have no will ill. That covers I hope the best for you. Godspeed in your future endeavors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't get why people get upset when I say that. I know.
Finger guns.
I know that. I never understood why people got mad when I said that. Like, I'm not saying I want
Because
something bad to happen to you. I just don't care what happens to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's you basically washed your hands, and
Basically,
some people can't take that. That's number one. Number two, they just don't like the way you said it.
Ooh, that's gonna be a whole nother topic. Access. Ooh, man. See, yeah. Anyway, we love y'all. Welcome. Thank you for joining us at the lunch table. Don't forget to clean up your mess. Take your sporks and everything back to the trash can. The lunch ladies don't like that.
And look, please put your glasses on if y'all gonna choose to spork fight. Those pieces fly around. You take an eyeball out.
First.
Can we please?
Safety first. Y'all stay blessed and be good.
Kaylin, you ain't gonna give you.
What? Just flash the socials. They know who we are, nigga. We do it every episode. Switch ears, put mine on there. Switch mine up, put yours on. Shut up. Put mine up. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Cool. Y'all know who I am. Great. Nice. Take it down. Put yours up. Yeah, that's him. That's Dale. That's our moderator. That's him. That's the man right there. Okay, cool. This has been the lunch table. You can find us on all the socials. Get the trifecta. The one and only is us, and we are fucking with you forever. Thank you for riding with us. We can't wait to catch you next week. Until then, thumbs up, like the Bullet Club says.
Bang bang.
Take it easy.